Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a little bit to do this next review. I just was feeling a little bit tired, and I've actually been getting up a little bit earlier than I thought the past 2 days, and it's like yesterday and today, and I'm like drained right now a little bit, but I'm returning to you as of course, hopefully if I don't go to sleep after this review because I want to do the Five Finger Death Punch Welcome to the Circus track review. And yeah, I'm returning to you for the Coheed and Cambria second marathon studio album review for In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. Not parentheses 3. Um, the album I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for all, I guess, 12 tracks for In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 by Coheed and Cambria and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now, it starts with The Ring in Return, and that was a weird intro. Honestly, it was just a phone call ringing and all that. A phone ringing, and then it later on, the lady said hello or whatever. So then it got a little weird with the melody. It's not bad, it's actually pretty good, but it's a little weird of them. So 5 out of 5 still. I did enjoy the intro track for this album. And Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, the title track itself, it's decent. It's not the best song, but it's something at least. Um, I don't like that lyric that they mention in cutting babies' throats, and I'm like, ew, don't want to hear that shit in a song. That's just horrible. Uh, but yeah, it's just I don't know why that lyric was in this song. It should have been taken out, to be honest, in my opinion. So that was the most cringiest part of the song. But the song is a good song or a decent song, I meant to say. But it doesn't execute to the point where I like the guitar riffs, I like the drum work, but the song itself is decent with the lyric choices. So 4 out of 5 for me. Cut Cut's Mark in the March of Men was not a bad song. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. I like some of the melody, and the second song, to be honest, was like 8 minutes. So you're in for a lot longer songs on this album. This is like a 69-minute album, or 69 and a half minutes, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it's somewhere around there. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5 for Cuts Marked in the March of Men. It's not a bad song. It's solid. Um, Three Evils embodied in Love and Shadow. The ending to it's really creepy with this girl screaming or whatever. I just wasn't sure if I was liking that. I think it was this song or the Cut Smart. It was one of these songs, but it was really freaky. And I was like, really, you gotta put that in the song. Just makes it really creepy. So 4.5 out of 5 for Three Evils embodied in Love and Shadow. The Crowing was actually a pretty good song. I really liked the guitar riffs in it. Uh, Claudia's vocals is pretty good in this song, and basically, I really enjoyed the track as a whole. So 5 out of 5. Blood Red Summer was a pretty rockin' track. Really enjoyed it. Um, there's a lot more feels like they have with a certain band called Rush, but not to the point where he sounds like Rush too much. But there are some similarities there. And I'm not trying to make comparisons, it's just I've noticed with his vocals at the beginning of Coheed and Cambria's start for as a band and all that, they started sounding like Rush a bit, but then they changed their sound later on as the years go on. So that's a good thing. But I'm giving The Crowing a 5 out of 5, and Blood Red Summer's getting a 5 out of 5. The Camper Valorium. One, Faint of Hearts. Pretty good song. Really enjoyed it for what it's going for, so 5 out of 5. I like the guitar riffs. The drum work's pretty strong. And yeah, it's a pretty strong track. So 5 out of 5. The Camper Valorium 2, Back End of Forever, is a pretty good track as well. It's the second song to the first one, of course, and it's a pretty rocking song. So I really enjoyed this track, so 5 out of 5. I don't think I got much complaints towards the end of the album. It's pretty strong towards the end of the album. So the final Camper Valorium 3, Al the Killer, a little creepy, but in a way, I think it works for what it's going for with the execution of the track, and the drum work and guitar work is pretty strong, and Claudio's singing in it is pretty good. It has some weird wonky moments, but it's good for what it is, so 5 out of 5. A Favor House Atlantic is a pretty strong track. Definitely give this song a chance. I think it's one of the singles, if I'm being honest. If I'm 100% sure, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I think it's one of the singles, but yeah, 5 out of 5 for this song. It was pretty good. The Light and the Glass is a pretty strong track to close this album, but there's also a bonus track after this, which is the 12th song on the album. And there's like little skits before you get to this song, which is 21.13 or whatever. So the Light in the Glass is getting a 5 out of 5, and 2113, the hidden track, is getting a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this track. Even though Claudio's singing can be weird to some listeners, I think for what they go for with this album, it's a good album. So overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Coheed and Cambria and Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 is a good album for sure. Highly recommend you check this one out. Um, the first album is average, but this one is a step up in a better direction and more of a hard rock direction and rock and heavy metal kind of thing that they're going for. So yeah, first score for me, I'm giving Coheed and Cambria's and Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 album 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Highly recommend you check this out if you haven't listened to it yet. Give me a moment, guys. I gotta pause the video. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to pause the video for a moment because my mom was wanting me to help her out with something because we ordered food or whatever from a delivery place. So yeah, I had to help out with that for a brief moment. But yeah, I'm giving this album an 8 out of 10 because it's a good listen. Not everything. There's some lyrics on the second song, I meant to say, that is a problem, but other than that, I like the rest of the album. It's actually pretty good. Maybe 3 songs are my least favorites, but the other 9 are actually pretty good. So definitely give this album a listen. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of Coheed and Cambria's album and this album review I did for In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. If you've heard this album, it's a 2003 album, so it's like almost 20 years old. And if you enjoyed this Coheed and Cambria and Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I'll have another review coming out for Five Finger Death Punch, Welcome to the Circus. I think is the new single that's coming out tonight. Or something. I think it's coming out tonight, but I'll have to make sure. But the next Coheed and Cambria album review is going to be for Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4 Volume 1. That's going to be the next, it's a long title, From Fear Through the Eyes, or something like that. I'm not sure. From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness album is what it's called. Sorry, I was slipping up with what I was saying. But that's the album name, and that's going to be the next album review, which will be on Saturday, June 11th. So definitely tune into that. I hope you enjoyed this album review for the second Marathon Studio album review for Coheed and Cambria's discography that I'm doing before the new album Vaxis Act 2 comes out, A Window of the Waking Mind. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. Take care. I'll have another video coming out hopefully tonight. If not tonight, expect it tomorrow. And as always, I'll see you in my next review.